Let's go! Winnerbracket Semifinal of the Huya Reforged Invitational. This is what we got today. We start with Fortitude versus WFZ. Probably the two favorites in this tournament, alongside Colorful. Definitely the most decorated names of all these 6 players. Afterwards, we have Cini versus Colorful, PCG, and 15 Sway waiting for their opponents. They will play later. Curious if 15 Sway will play Undead again. That would be interesting. He did that yesterday to dodge the mirror against Fortitude. So, yeah. An all-Chinese tournament. Fortitude yesterday defeated 15 Sway 2-0. That was a human versus Undead already, with 15 Sway playing off-race. WFZ had a pretty rough series against Linguagua, where he got demolished in the first game. And then adjusted his play accordingly. Had a counter to the Liquid Fire Bats. And all of a sudden, things looked a lot better. So, this is a different task today, though. This is a very different task today, as he's up against the bronze medalist of WGL Winter 2019. Third best player in the world, according to that tournament. Who is, in my opinion, a super strong human versus undead player. And he's one of these guys who, I mean, yeah, he's a little predictable, but his tank play is maybe, alongside Infi, the best in the world. So, what's WFZ's solution? He has to bring the solutions. If Romantic plays standard, he should be fine. Cause of attack is already a nice start. WFZ gets harassed by this footman. This delays the creeping a little. First coil was used. That gives him skeletons. And the first hit bit of experience. So creeping continues, but WFZ is already losing 50% of his HP. Which is not good, especially if you are facing an Archmage with claws. So Romantic, Fortitude. Oh, god damn it, I need so much more time to get that into my head. Fortitude with his expansion. This is exactly what we've seen yesterday. There's pretty much no deviation in his play nowadays. Expansion, tier 3, double to triple workshop, and let them tanks roll. The question is, how well will he survive until then? Pendant of Energy is the second good item he has. Didn't lose anything. WFZ only now making his way over. This was a fast expansion creep. Why is this so late? Is it just because of the footman? That's pretty insane. DK has to heal up at the fountain. One fiend comes with him. There was a little gold shortage on Fortitude's side. And so what can he do? He's back to green HP. First peasant killed immediately. Second peasant about to die as well. We do have skeletons. He went back to the shop to get the next rod of necromancy. That is why his arrival was a little delayed. He's diving deep with the DK. Waiting for the next rod of necromancy. This is a late expansion already. Yes, his DK is late. He absolutely needs to be careful with this one. But there's new skeletons. And these are almost as strong as ghouls. And in the meantime, he is threatening Fortitude in the main as well. So I would say this undead is pretty off. It's off to a pretty good start. The tower almost erect. He killed like 3 peasants or something. Level 2.5. And there's no level 3 for this Archmage yet. Why is there no level 3? Interestingly. He didn't creep the green yet. Has to call new workers. The Fiend was sent back home. Archmage is chasing. No second one just yet in favor of a way fast attack. 3 ghouls. Not a 4th one. Oh boy. That was a lot of peasants, ladies and gentlemen. But you can't deny this expansion. It will come up at one point. But Fortitude has to go for a tower here. He has to go for a tower here. He is super low on lumber. He's at 73 currently. finally getting his level 3 with Footman. He didn't... Yeah, he lost 1 Footman, if I count that correctly. It's not, like, perfect, but this is what you calculate in. If you go for harass early on. But tier 2 is finished. Rush is tier 3. Oh, well. List of prio is Lich, Slaughterhouse, then tier 3. So it's not an ultra rush. Which is justified, I guess. With how much value Nova brings. With how much value the statue brings. Why classic? Because I can't find the reforged graphics on NetEase yet. That's the only reason. So, Lich is coming. He will be welcoming these footmen with open arms, but Fortitude is using them, like, barely using them. Where are all his footmen? At the fountain currently healing up. And this is the first time, I think, where WFZ has to be careful. There's always the chance of the human diving your base. He can't cancel the slaughterhouse anymore, but he can always go for the acolytes. In this game, he didn't open a laboratory yet, so you don't have to go for WEP. You don't have to be aware of a Zeppelin drop. 3 fiends now, and interesting timing. This is a big power spike for the undead with Lich and Statue, but Romantic is turning it around. Oh, Nova lining up, but he can't really reach. Just pressuring this Archmage a little, and this is mining denied. At least we have 6 acolytes, so they're safe. Ghouls are coming in to help on this defense. First coil thrown, fiend healthy. We're waiting for the first Nova. There we go, hitting 3, killing 1. Archmage staffing into the back. This is a deep dive. He's gonna lose a lot of footmen here. WFZ was ready for exactly this. Expected this, saw this coming. He can't really save the statue. Needs a new one, ASAP. And since there's no mining, there's also no gold. So at least Fortitude is getting that. Oh! These footmen survive, but just barely hanging on to a thread. So rifles coming, more towers coming. Tech halfway. But the tier 3 tech is, as you know, already done. Destroyer upgrade is a little delayed because of this. This is a rough game for Fortitude, and I didn't expect this to be this way. To be honest, I thought Fortitude is just gonna plow through WFZ relatively easy, but yes, the game was nice for the undead so far. But you can never, ever, ever count Fortitude out. He will find solutions. And there's the Zeppelin. A Fortitude special. Do we have WEP? I doubt it. Due to the heavy ghoul usage in the defense, he might be low on lumber. Destroyer upgrade is coming. A ziggurat to scout the forest. But Fortitude saw this with the footman. Yes, WFZ is coming, but he gladly trades this. Okay, 2 towers up. This one will probably be cancelled. But he won't break the space. He will just make it more expensive. Oh, I like that sub. I like that staff, I was about to say. But there's a sub by Yamsoon. Thank you very much. Keep doing what you're doing. Great job as always. And thanks for the WC3 coverage over all these years. My pleasure. My pleasure. So, there we go. It's only 4 footmen, but Blizzard transition. Okay. No Water Elementals anymore. He played this yesterday. Not with an Archmage and Blizzard, but with a Blood Mage and Flame Strike. But so far, defense is good. Didn't lose an Acolyte. Towers are hurt. Yep, but this should be fine. In the meantime, he's still pushing this expansion. He can't really do too much the SimCity backfires a little. As, yeah, these farms protect the Town Hall a little. But okay, now he has to dive. If he wants to go for the peasant line, he will be in tower range. That's good. That's how it's supposed to be. Over again. Archmage is home now. So how many peasants can he kill this time? Mountain King is out. Switches. Oh. Makes the human a little more powerful. As he's rushing tier 3. Needs something to survive. And Stormbolt is definitely a good option. Not threatened. Oh. Not threatened by Zeppelins anymore. And a meat wagon is coming. WFZ really wants to break this. A meat wagon has 2 good things to add to the undead army. You can defend against tanks, which are definitely coming. As you can see, the Fortitude patented triple workshop. And you can push the base. Disease Cloud coming as well to add to a little bit AoE. It's pretty heavy AoE on both sides. Using a coil on this Archmage. Okay. But Lich is dry. DK still has the big mana and we're waiting for the meat wagon. Is there a chance for Fortitude to kill this one? With Blizzard, of course, you always keep the meat wagon busy, so it can't shoot as often as you would like to. But okay. 1,200 gold for Fortitude. And now the meat wagon arrives. Instantly using Blizzard, but it's just a tiny little move. Move the meat wagon to the left and continue with this push. Yeah. Fuck you, chat. Sorry. Takes me 10 minutes and I'm tilted already. Oh, Footman ambush. Backstabbing. Nice to use Frost Armor to slow down these Footmen, but maybe you should just switch the big mana. And, well, without level 2 Nova, maybe not. But look at the Disease Cloud. Oh, this will do tons of damage. 2 DPS per second. 2 damage per second. And I feel like there's a lot of peasants dying in a second. WFZ is playing this extremely well. But at one point, he has to move back. And when is that point? I think very, very soon. 3 tanks coming. 1-1. And how do you defend this? Dual hero only, by the way. No Pit Lord. No Dread Lord. Tanks are halfway through. And this expansion is not gone. He constantly repairs. He constantly drains resources. So we don't have like 6 tanks already. But there is a steady additional income. And this is what allows him to play these tanks.
Players' forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
So town portal or just the staff? It's a TP. He didn't break this. Oh my. Oh, what a feast for a Nova this would be. Look at all the peasants. Disease Cloud is working like a charm, but he has to move all the way back to save his base. Water Metal not in the control group. Forgot about that a little.
Players' forces are under attack.
If he allows WFZ to go back to this expansion, there's definitely a multi-kill coming. But okay. Scroll of Regen used. That's nice. Problem for Fortitude. No level 2 aura. He will fix that now. But level 2 heroes. Is that too much of a problem, though? He will never have an open fight.
Players' forces are under attack.
pretty crazy how Fortitude survives with just 5 footmen. WFZ takes it back a notch. Creeping up, but... Man, this is so annoying already. 2 tanks waiting, 2 tanks in the Zeppelin. We do have Web now. But no Fiend to catch the Zeppelin out of the air. Oh, that's not good. Wagon a little too far forward, unprotected. There's a tiny blue dot on the right hand side of WFZ's base. And we're just waiting for the drop. There it moves, and off we go. 1 tank, 2 tanks, plus Blizzard, 4 tanks in the base, instant TP. And this is what happens now. If you make 1 step... Oh, whoa, that was a heavy nuke on the start range. If you make 1 step towards this expansion, tanks will punish it. You can still deal with it. You can still repair. It's not an overwhelming damage, massive damage, but it's still 2 base, 1 base. And in the end, that will win you games. Good surrounds. Takes out the next one. Maybe he needs an additional meat wagon. As he's breaking upkeep, a lot of additional acolytes as well. Maybe you need at least 1 meat wagon in the defense. Just park it in your main. That is, of course, kind of wasted supply, but sometimes gotta do what you gotta do. And WFZ can't afford a town portal. That's bad. He needs to be mobile. He needs to be able... Oh, Disease Cloud working again. If there's repair, they will constantly die. And Fortitude is on the other side of the map. He can't respond well to this. And it's only a knight and 3 heroes. Yes, with Blizzard. But this is doing way more. Yes, he's finally breaking this. On the cost of the main? Question mark? Oh, town portal again. We're going for this Archmage, but town portal out. This should not be enough. Nope. So these trades are always favoring Fortitude. He's the one with double income. He's the one who can afford it. But boy is making... Like, WFZ is making this game so hard for him. Way harder than 15 Sway yesterday. Here we go again. They will never have a fight. Never. One destroyer trying to deal with the tanks, but they're with the knights, but they're super tanky. 5 fiends and 1 wagon only. The heroes are all back. I guess it's hero focus time. This time WFZ did not use a town portal, so whatever he gets could be a favorable trade. But 4 tanks, and he got 2-2. This is not that easy to deal with anymore. Coil, Nova, right clicks, no TP on this Archmage. But is the hero really so important? I don't think so. The Black Citadel is down. The Town Hall is not. And I think this will break WFZ. Nuke again. But he's just not dealing with the 5 tanks. Fortitude got the time to pool enough tanks. WFZ not responding properly. He can't make acolytes anymore. There's quite some gold on WFZ's side, but he's supply stuck. He lost his main. He's about to lose the Haunted Gold Mine as well. There we go. And just simply not enough to kill the Town Hall. Blizzard super efficient now. The first real fight with the two Knights, triple hero. And staff and orb. It feels so bad. Because he did everything right. You got the necessary levels. You got the good damage in your units. But it's just not enough. And yeah. There's one building remaining for WFZ. Tanks wiped out everything else. And the human heroes grow stronger as well. Like usually hero kill in Warcraft 3 is pretty much game. In this game, he could kill all 3 heroes and it wouldn't matter. So this is the one building that keeps the undead in the game. He got it at least. He finally killed the town hall. But how to break this back? Oh, no income anymore. Okay. All of a sudden the human is not mining. He's at 600 gold. His army is ridiculous. What the? Is he winning this game? He just, in quotes, needs to keep this necropolis up. Uh-oh. I guess the tanks find it.
A player's forces are under
Oh, just a
attack.
little further. They will see the blight soon. What a game one. Oh, here we go. He sees the blight. He sees the necropolis. The last undead building. And you see the damage. It's so powerful.
Town is under siege.
No repair, no distraction. He's rushing back as fast as he can, but it's too late. And... what? Ah, there's a new one. Okay. And he's protecting it with 6 acolytes. Gotta find it first. Takes out another tank.
Are under attack.
There's not too many more. Archmage sees it though. Oh, if only he could prevent the blizzard. If he wins this would be unbelievable. Gyro scouting, I like that. I wonder how many more tanks we have. Coil Nova used to take out the knight. 1, 2, 3 tanks coming. Does he have a plan B? No resources anymore. This necropolis must stay alive. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. 2 more volleys, I think. Clap. Wait, what? Last second. How did he get the gold? He sees it now. But he's losing more tanks. Oh, it's 5 tanks. It's 5 tanks. Romantic. Dirtiest player in the game. Confirmed once again. GG. Holy smokes. You would love to have the power build of the human side, but not happening. Gotta wait. Can't accelerate the process of building new buildings. And yeah. 5 tanks. 5 tanks is too much. But a nice... but a nice start to this long day of Warcraft. As we start with the Huya Reforged Invitational, we go into Rising Star Cup 11 later, where you should all sign up for rising-star.com. Ah. Oh, nice. Thanks. Hawk just told me how to get the original skeletons. I will get my coffee. Takes 1 minute, and then I'm back with game 2. Well, somehow that didn't work. Gotta wait until the next game. I'm so sure I pressed the button. To make it start, but apparently not. So I gotta wait until game 2 is over. Do we know how to switch to Huh? Again, there seems to be a little bug with netties. Oh boy, this is it's getting stressful. Yesterday it was all okay. We had like 2 join bugs or something. Today all a little more difficult. Ah, it's working. Load in, load in, load in. Please, don't bug me out. Okay, that's working. That's working. Let's fets, as we Germans say. Game number 2, 1-0 lead for Fortitude. This was a little more stressful than expected for the human. And now we go from one of the biggest maps to the smallest map. Amazonia it is. Okay, so the good thing is for WFZ, Fortitude will have way less time. Thank you, T-Up, for the Prime sub. This camp is really hard to take with slow and a rock golem. And it's easy to punish, and this harass of WFZ was already great on map 1. If he does it again, I think he has a good chance of breaking this expansion earlier. So, normal Ted Fiend build order. No surprise so far. Huh. Okay. I guess it's the WFZ creep route where he goes to the trolls. With that movement, like if he goes that route, he will be quite far away from this expansion and give Romantic the necessary time. Already pretty protective of the tower. But you can't win a game against Romantic as long as there's an expansion, I feel. Once more, Zeppelins are available, which is a big part of Fortitude's game. So I wonder why WFZ is creeping the left-hand side. If he creeps the right-hand side, this camp will be finished and he's in punching distance. Not going for the lab for instant level 2.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, Footman surrounded. Didn't do too much here. Okay, so is he just moving back for the second round of Necromancy and then starts to push? Because since Romantic went for level 2 early, he might have the time. No, he's not. Okay, I feel like this creep route makes no sense. Why would you open the upper left? Okay, we'll see. Skeletons again, trying to go into the main and distract there a little. Gotta be careful with the surrounds. Oh, undershooting. I'm not sure if this was a kill. Level 3 Archmage. This is a little too easy. Rod of Necromancy summoned. Second Peasant dead. But he's not getting experience. Finally. But this is definitely okay. Calculated losses for Fortitude. Nothing more. On Concealed Hill, he left the harass with like 2.7 levels. Okay. Can't go for the lab yet. There's nothing available anyway. Just checking things out. Feels like WFZ is stuck. Where's his feed? It's very late, isn't it? Ah, there it is. Okay. Feels like he's just pushing the base, but there is no tower. There is a corpse. Oh, he has 4 skeletons. I like that. Staff from the Archmage. Immediately responding with militia calls. Footman called as well, but this exposes his expansion a little. 2-round attack. That's good. But it feels like, to me, this just delays the inevitable. This expansion didn't cost much yet. Yes, with power build, of course, like 650 or something, but not too many workers died. Forced little to no repair. I don't know if that's the right call. Oops. Okay. Lich brings new skeletons. But this is... Also, 1 tower seems to be enough. 1 tower in main and expansion. He didn't tech yet. Romantic. Maybe the player with the latest techs on average in every matchup. And especially here. But he's comfortable with this. As long as he has his Archmage and Footman, it's all good. And we saw this before. We have 1 spare Acolyte. Oh, is the staff ready? Yes, it is. Big healing will be very helpful. Can't even tank with this hero. Oh, if he snipes the statue, that buys him minutes. But good control by WC. So far. Forces a reaction. Not a TP yet. Trying to walk... Wait, he's creeping? No. Just this water elemental. Will this give him a level? No, this water elemental is distracting way too much. So, shot down. No destroyers and no orb. This buys minutes. What's a lich without an orb? Throws novas. Okay. Oh, this game plan is not working out. All inning on the peasant line. Pretty much all inning. But he stands in range of the arcane tower, so that's no second nova. And everything is hurt, but not really dying. Okay, Haunted Goldmine now. He's sacrificing all his footmen again, just like he did on game 1. But he gets... Wait. Oh no, this is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to lose your fiends here. WC is almost out of resources. He will keep on going. How much gold did he invest into the towers? Oh, wow. What's up? Someone lagging or so? Or is Romantic out? No. Oh, it's dangerous territory! 50 HP. Okay. That could have been game right here. But WFZ is thrown back to the Stone Age. 6 lumber, 60 gold, no shop. This is the moment in the game where you want to have your orb. This is your power spike. You want to have the destroyer upgrade. You want to have your statues and just pressure. Maybe even go for the wagon already. But this is all not happening because of tier 1 human. We do have a shop on Fortitude side, so potion waiting for the Mountain King. And since he lost a fiend or two in the defense, he doesn't even have enough damage for killing peasants here. I don't know how this is winnable for WFC. On game 1, he did way more success. And still wasn't able to take the game. Tier 3, 50%, triple workshop, you know what's coming. You know what it is. Already researching upgrades. Yeah, that's the way. We like it. It seems so simple, right? This human play. Expand, don't lose too many peasants. At one point, go for a counterattack, win the game with tanks. But the way he distracts it and the way he finds timings to put pressure off his expansion, pretty much no one does it better. Good steal, at least he gets that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no TP! Disaster. Okay, fights out. Should be another Stormbolt. Yes, there is, but not enough units anymore. So, Nova kills the Footman. He's gonna lose all his units, but that's really not an issue. He's so low on footman, right? Yes, he donated a few to the Haunted Gold Mine. But in general, this was one of the cheapest early games that I can remember. Okay, Mountain King gets bashed a little. Oh, bashed again. Okay, he dies. So at least we have this orb. At least we have... Oh, a 10 euro donation by Laser Pew. Thanks for everything. Love how much content you're putting out lately and how passionate you guys are. Thanks so much. That's really cool. Yeah. It wasn't that much content, right? It was just the European Weekly Cups. Now things are starting to really roll out with the Chinese and Koreans doing tournaments again. So expect just more of everything here on this channel. So, what could this be?
Forces are under attack.
A zapper. Against 2, 3, 4 towers? I am not sure. Oh, wait, that was a little premature. Thank you, Thai Box King, for the 5 euro donation. If I win Lotto today, you will get more. Lol. Keep up the good work, guys, and good morning, Neo. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And fingers crossed for the lottery today.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, boy. This could be game already. Let's see how much he does with these 2 tanks. WFZ has a meat wagon ready, but no way in hell's that he breaches this expansion now. What's he supposed to do? And then it's still 2 base, 1 base. This is not adding up. He has to stay in no upkeep. He just lets the tanks be. Okay. With 1 necro. It's still water elementals, which is quite surprising to me.
A player's forces are under attack.
So, interestingly,
A town is under
WFZ is not stubbornly going for the expansion anymore. Sees that there's an opening in the main and does damage here. But he's just once again forced back home. And this TP trades. That is too good. WFZ has no idea how to defend this anymore. Overwhelming. Tanks shredding through the base. Level 4 Lich, okay. But he has no solution.
players' forces are under attack.
Okay, we have destroyers hurting the economy a little, but Gyro's the instant counter. Even has time for the shop if he wants to. And WFZ is supply stuck. It's out of lumber. Good hero levels, but what does it do? Nothing. I don't know how to get back.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, the next destroyer about to fall. We have a staff ready. Not really. So again, a little hero kill. That's sweet. But all the production is gone. The main building is gone. The shop is gone. Needs to rebuild everything while his opponent has 2 gold mines. Like more tanks. This was not nearly as good as CH.
forces are under attack.
And it started with this weird creep route that I don't understand. Why do you start creeping the upper left? Maybe chat can help me out. Why is he starting upper left? To me, it makes no sense. So I have to wait 3 minutes now to see your answers, but...
The player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
There's a Nova. He can kill the Paladin before level 2, which is kind of a big deal, usually. But not if there's 4 tanks in a restructured base. Oh. What? Romantic is one of the best tank players in the world. There's no denying that. It's not pretty. It's not flashy. It's not stylish. But it's so damn effective. More gyros. Okay. 2 buildings left, right? Mountain King in trouble, staffed out. Whatever. Like, at this point, it is seriously just whatever. 1 building remaining. GG! And WFZ has no chance on Amazonia. On CH it was really competitive and he found good answers early game. Sorry. Found good answers early game, but not on Amazonia, which is was supposed to be his map. Didn't help. So, that was game 1. We have 3 more. I think the next one is the Night Elf Mirror. As you can see. Cine versus Colorful should be next. WFZ is dropping down to the lower bracket where he will meet, I think, PCG. As you have to cross. Otherwise, you can't have the same opponent that you had in the winners round. So I guess it's WFZ versus PCG, which should be fun games. Cine versus Colorful coming up. Cine defended 3 ghoul rushes, or two ghoul rushes yesterday. Curious what he does in the Night of Mirror. We go into a little break. I finally get my coffee, and you stay tuned for more matches.